Now children, in this part 2, we are going to read about the aquatic plants. So let's start. Aquatic plants. I already told you aqua means water. So plants that grow in water are called aquatic plants. Aquatic plants are of three types. They are free floating plants, fixed plants, and underwater or submerged plants. Now you can understand by the name free floating plants. Free means that are not fixed and floating means जो तैरते हैं. So they are free floating plants. Some aquatic plants which are either very light or very small in size float on water freely. Now you can see how small these plants are. You can see spread, this is water hyacinth spread all over this plant. Here you can see this is the plant water hyacinth, and the flower is like this of purple color, and it is grown on the whole pond because it can move from one place to another and goes on growing and covers the whole pond. These plants, free floating, especially free floating plants, they mostly cover the whole pond or lake. If they are not cleaned, they just hide everything under them. You can see here pistia also. Pistia is also a very small plant, and see how it has covered the whole lake here. So these are very small and light in weight, and they float on water freely. Some common free floating plants are water hyacinth, duckweed, wolffia, and pistia. These plants protect small water animals from heat of the sun because they cover the whole pond or lake. So the small water animals, they are protected from the heat of the sun because heat of the sun cannot go below them because they cover the whole area of water. Now we come to the next category of aquatic plants. Fixed plants. In fixed means they are fixed at one place. In some aquatic plants, the roots are fixed to the bed of the pond or lake. They have light and hollow stems that enable the leaves and flowers to float on water. Their leaves are broad and flat on the upper side. You can see here lotus, water lily, and this is water chestnut or singhara. So all their leaves are flat and big, and you can see they are floating on the water. Flower is also floating. Here also flowers are floating on the water. Why? Because their stem is hollow. Hollow मतलब खाली होती है, like a tube, and there is air filled inside the stem. That is why it is light and it can float, make the flower and leaves float on water. So hollow stems that enable the leaves and flowers to float on water. Then lotus, water lily, and water chestnut or singhara are some examples of fixed aquatic plants. Their roots are fixed at one place, but they can float on the water because of the stems that are hollow and they have air inside the stems. Their broad leaves provide a resting place for some tiny birds. Now, when the birds are flying over the lake or pond, they get tired and they can sit on these leaves because they are flat and broad and they float on the water. Submerged or underwater plants. These plants grow underwater. You can find out from the name. Underwater means they grow underwater, inside the water. The leaves of these plants are long, ribbon-like and narrow. You can see them ribbon-like and narrow. You can see very, very thin leaves are there. Many leaves are together. And in this also you can see these spines like very thin leaves are coming out of the stem. So they have very narrow leaves. Leaves do not possess any stomata. So there are no pores or stomata. They have pores on the body surface and they breathe through the body surface. These plants breathe through the body surface. These plants breathe in carbon dioxide for making food and give out oxygen in the water. So these plants are kept in the aquarium, which are beneficial for fishes because fishes need oxygen for breathing. So whichever oxygen these plants release, that is used for fishes, that is beneficial for fishes in breathing. These plants have few small roots. Seaweed, tape grass, and pondweed are example of such plants. You can see the plants are given over here picture, so you can understand what kind of plants are they, and they are found under the water. Now children, there are two fun to learn given in your book. First one, let's read. The plants that do not shed their leaves and do not become bare or khali बेयर मतलब खाली, सारी लीव्स जो है वो गिरा देते हैं जैसे पतझड़ में. In winters are called evergreen plants because they always remain green. That is why they are called evergreen plants. Then another one is, one of the world's tallest evergreen trees is the redwood tree, which is approximately 370 feet tall and is found in the Redwood Park in California, USA. So the name of the park, Redwood Park, is given on the this tree's name, redwood tree, and it is approximately 370 feet tall. Now we come to conceptual canvas. And here are some questions given in your book. Number one, what is adaptation? Answer, the ability of plants and animals to adjust to an environment is called adaptation. Children learn these. They can come and define the following or in other questions also in the exam. So please learn them. What is a habitat? Habitat is the dwelling place or living place also. You can write, if you don't remember dwelling, you can write living place. Habitat is the living place of an organism where it can adjust and grow well. Number three, name two plants that grow in hot and damp areas. Answer is rubber and tea. Then number four, give any one adaptation found in desert plants. Answer, leaves get modified or converted or turned into spines to avoid loss of water. Number five, what is breathing root? Answer, roots with small pores at the tip come out from the soil and water to breathe. In plants that grow in marshy area, as soil in this area is sticky and clayey, these roots are called breathing roots. Okay, children, so learn these answers. Breathing roots is also important. Other things, other questions are also can come and define this. Adaptation and habitat can come and define also. So please learn them. Okay, and keep reading the chapter. We will do the next portion of this chapter in the next class. Then thank you. Have a nice day.